To new era, new season, new time, 2021 vibes and beyond. Alahi,
Wallahi.
Alahi, never tell. What up, everyone? I made a post recently about how I was, ending the GilbertSzn Show podcast. It has come to its conclusion, its end. I feel like the story doesn't end here at the same time, but I feel like it's time for, I guess, new beginnings, new vibes, new format, like everything. Like I said last year, I wanted to expand, and I feel like I accomplished that. Uh, and yeah, and in different ways within the podcast and ups and downs. But it's been a hell of a journey. It's been nearly almost 3 years in this, this journey. And I appreciate the work. I appreciate my supporters. The conversations, the moments, the special guests, and all that. Like that was a really dope experience. But it's not the end, like I said, and we transitioning into Encoded. That's going to be the new thing going forward. Like I'm really excited about it. There's so many ideas, so many opportunities that we're gonna get from that. And we ready, man. So this is gonna be the send off, the GilbertSzn Show podcast. The send off, Encoded. Tune in, man, and enjoy it. So what's up, man? Is Gilbert season over here, man? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How's everything?
Everything valid, bro. Living life a little bit. Just trying to start this year with a new journey. Happy New Year's, my nigga.
Respect the Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, man. Like we dead ass here, and 2020 has been rough, bro. Like as crazy as that sounds, like we go through shit. We do good things and bad things, like that comes to you in light and whatever. And yeah, this year I feel like it's a really important year in our life journey, and it's something that 20, 30 years from now we'll always look back on it and shit and be like, damn, like this is what's going on. Even when you have kids, and you'll be like, damn,
Right.
it might be even in the history books, bro, in the history class.
Our kids definitely gonna be learning about this shit.
This shit is crazy, bro. It changed the way we live life and consume life and process things too.
COVID? Dad, you went through COVID?
That
You
ass.
survived COVID? Like,
That's
come
crazy.
on.
But yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect of the society going forward, or like we having a new president and shit. So that's gonna be something. Fucking this fucking shit didn't leave. Like we still here dealing with this shit, this max shit, mad
Right.
shit. Like that shit might go on for a couple years, low
Tired
key.
of it, honestly.
Shit is crazy. Yeah, man. I just wanted to recap a little bit of this past year. Like, what are some good points you would say that as a highlight for you, whether it's personally or in life that you've noticed in 2020?
All right, first off, I'm gonna introduce myself. Most people that hang around Gilbert probably know me. My name is Papa. Went to high school together. Was on the baseball team together, and became good friends throughout high school.
Definitely.
Our long walks home, getting deep about the real shit.
Heard it.
I didn't want to say the B word. That's
I feel you.
all. Yeah, man, we here. The end of this podcast. How do you feel about that?
I feel like is a risk.
It's
That
a risk.
it's a risk.
What kind of risk is it? Because there's good risk and there's bad risk.
I feel like it's a good risk. I feel like this is a new way to go about things. I feel like it'll be more cohesive. It will be more content. It should be more efficient. That's the word that I'm really looking for, efficiency. And I feel like in that aspect, it'll flow better in the long term, in a lot of ways.
Um, do you think you should take what would you take from this podcast and like embed it into the next one?
Authenticity.
Authenticity.
Yeah, it always has to feel organic. It always has to feel like it's a genuine conversation between people, and shit is to the core. Like if somebody's in the podcast, and I always tell all my guests like they could vouch for me and whatever. Like you know, when they come, just be you and be comfortable and talk your shit in your way. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
No
keep it real.
scriptings. No
No
scriptings.
scriptings, man. No edits.
Facts.
None of that shit, because we
Nah
real like that.
edits. We not edit over here.
Nah, bro.
um, but you asked me about 2020. I feel like this year was a crazy roller coaster this year because at the beginning of the year everything was good. You know, people were getting sick, but I mean, outside was still open. So, and it just goes away like in a heartbeat. You know, that's how. That's what teaches you. Like, I mean, that's what taught me at least. Like, we could have the normalities of life, and we could just all lose it in one day.
That's a fact.
And I feel like this has been a learning experience. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about where I want to go headed in the future because you know we've had a lot of time to ourselves at home. Like before people actually started going outside, like sneaking out basically. We've had a good amount of time at home, and I feel like it was a learning experience for me.
Definitely, bro. I feel like there's a lot of lessons that could be taken from this, and like you said, you know, there's a lot of times that you know you spend alone, and you know you think about shit, you fucking plan things out, you think about some things from the past that you know you learn from, so now you gotta just you know act on it and whatnot. So you're definitely right, bro. I agree.
Last year was a year what's the word I want to say? We wrote the game plan down last year.
Let's do it on J Cole vibes. The what is it? The warning? No, the tapes that he got. The fucking Friday Night Lights.
Oh, the walk off.
The walk off.
Oh, I mean,
This is transition phase.
right. We got the game plan. Now we just gotta execute.
That's a fact.
Gotta execute. It's big 2021 things.
21 things.
Execution, execution, execution.
But yeah, what I want to say was something that I learned within the year too. I wanted to expand in a lot of ways, meaning like do things that I never accomplished. You know, like I was limited. Well, we all were limited during, you know, the closure, the pandemic, and whatnot. But you know, you gotta go. You know, even if it's alone or very safely, I guess. Try different things, like maybe go to a park or maybe enjoy a breeze. You know, maybe you could use that time to get inspired by something, even if it's through a conversation with someone else. Cause that's why I like chatting, bro. Sometimes it has
Yeah.
like you could learn something from someone. You know, whether you agree or disagree, you know, that's fine. But what if something that clicked in your mind, what if fucking like expands in that particular moment because of something that someone said, bro? That maybe if you didn't even have that conversation, you probably would never have thought that processed or whatever.
I mean, that's why it's good to be open minded.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause you may not want to agree or like even like try to like what is the word? Like try to soak the information up. Not soak. Sponge. Like
Okay.
you gotta be like a sponge. Like you gotta be open to learning new things, seeing different views from other people around. Like
Definitely, bro. I feel like that just limits your ignorance.
right.
You know, because we all ignorant in a lot of ways. But you know, the more open minded you are, and not just saying you're open minded because you're open, because a lot of people be capping. Like they use
Right.
that. I feel like that word is used a little bit too loosely because we all have our own biases. You feel me? We all have shit that we favor or oppose on a daily thing on different conversations. You know.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, just if you that as you know have open minds, you kind of limit your ignorance, bro, and you become more knowledgeable. You become more prepared to have conversations with different types of people with different types of walks of life. Like we have fucking coworkers, bro. Like these niggas is older and they be talking their shit,
Right.
but they're also willing to talk their shit with us or with me, even if there's an age difference. You feel me? And that's dope in a way, you know. Some things they say I agree and I learn from. Some things I disagree, and that's okay too, you know. Like I said, like,
Right.
but it's not on some like we yelling at each other or we're like now we look at them different because of their views on the expression. It's more of like, okay, I can see why it makes sense why you think that from like depending on what time period you was born at and what was your youth years, like what era, especially in America. Because to keep it a buck, bro, like if you're in your 20s in the 70s and in your 20s in 2020, it's two different things, bro.
Go through different experiences.
You
It's
know,
not the same.
I will probably say the 70s was a little worse. I don't know because I wasn't alive then, but that's of looking at shit through history and whatnot. You know, but it's different. So that like your environment shapes you. But if you're trying to change your environment and you can't change it, then what you gotta do, bro? Just change yourself.
Change yourself.
Change yourself.
Self improvement is the only way.
We work on ourselves every day.
Every day.
In everything, even things that we don't even think about, bro, subconsciously, bro.
Gotta wake up and be a better you than you were yesterday.
That's facts. That's facts.
Like every day.
Yeah. You believe that saying that they say it takes 21 days to break a habit? Or you think it's like longer than that? To break or get a habit, depending what you want to do with that.
21 days? Well, maybe not exactly 21 days.
Because that's what they say. The health experts and shit.
Yeah, but 21 days to break a habit.
3 weeks.
3 weeks? First week, you're probably just picking it up. I like, oh, let me try this.
I think the first week is the hardest because that's when you want to dub that shit too.
Nah, because we're forming habits, not going back to old habits.
But I'm saying if you're forming a habit, that means that it's a habit that you never had.
Right.
So you have to adjust to it and mentally lock into it to make it a daily routine.
Right.
But you're always gonna have that doubt, that little bit. You know how there's two sides.
Yeah.
That
like,
inner conscious. Nah, I'm not fucking with this like that. But maybe you are. You just I don't know.
Yeah.
Like for example, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. When I started my podcast, I could have just done 2 episodes and be like, nah, I don't want to do this shit anymore. And that's it.
I stopped
promoting it. I stopped being ambitious. I don't want to look for nobody. I don't want to talk my shit. But nah, you see, I was like, fuck it, let me push through. Fuck it, let me push through. Oh shit, I got another listener. Okay. And there's fucking times where I see my podcast episode. Oh, this podcast did mad well, but this one didn't.
Right.
And maybe this one was more recent than that older one. So it's like, damn. Now you feel a little discouraged, but what you could do with that, you could be like, nah, I'm gonna do the next one. I'm gonna try to body. And you see the numbers go up. Maybe they passed the other one, or maybe they didn't, but they went up than the previous one. So it's just a process of just pushing through everything, pushing through the wall, keeping you fire. Like, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, gotta have that dog.
You gotta have that torch on, bro. Because a torch it never shuts down. You feel me?
Never.
That ass, and you just gotta stick to the plan. Shout out Big Sean. You know that, so right? Stick to the plan. Stick.
Nah,
I gotta put you on later.
I don't.
Nah, but yeah, you gotta stick to the plan, and like I said, keep the torch running because that shit never fades.
That's a fact.
See it through on the good times and on the bad times, because the good times that's you enjoying the shit. That's where your flowers is at, and the bad times is the foundation. Is the moments where you become comfortable with the uncomfortable, and that's what we all gotta do as humans, bro. That's how we go every day. Because think about it, if I'm fucking comfortable, bro, why the fuck would I want to change? Why the fuck would I want to stop, bro? I mean, why the fuck would I want to keep going if I'm comfortable? That's what I mean. Because I'm chilling.
Right.
And the problem we have in society, I feel like we get complacent a lot with things. And sometimes it's in our control and sometimes it's not. I feel like most of the time, this shit is deep. Most of the time, it's out of our control. Like, I would say a little bit more than 50%, but I feel like even in the minority of that percentage, I feel like we could still control somewhat of our outcomes or our placements in life. Somewhat. Okay. Exactly. Like, it's tough because then you have to consider how you being raised. How were you raised? What was your family situation?
Right.
What was your financial situation? What was your resources, education? What schools did you go to?
What areas
you lived in? Who the neighbor, the kids or the friends in that area that you live in? What kind of influences they have on you?
That's true.
What type of environment your parents have, because whatever affects them is somewhat gonna affect you, somewhat. So that somewhat is enough to make a difference, whether it's within your control or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's tough.
it is. You are what you surround yourself
I
with.
always say that, bro. Facts.
There's another. There's an actual saying for it, but I can't get it. I forgot what it was. But there's a saying for it.
I feel like that's 100% facts, though. Like what you see, what you hear, and what you feel in whatever place when you are shapes you, bro. Like your 22-year-old version of yourself compared to your 21 version of yourself, it might be similar because it's just 1 year, right?
Yeah.
But you look at it now, you what, 24?
Yes. 24.
You 24, bro. And you could look back at your 21-year-old version of yourself, and you could always say like, yo, even though I don't think I am where I want to be, you could always look back and be like, yo, the person I am today is different than the person I was at 21, bro. And it could even be like a slight thing or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So you could always grow, bro.
Always. I mean, you should always look for
At
growth.
least that's what you
Yeah.
aim for,
Right.
growth. And that's crazy because, like, when you were like, when you're like 19 and shit, you think, you feeling shit, you feeling wavy because dope now. You have more freedom. Life, you still young and shit,
You're in
right?
college.
Yo, my
going
man, I'm
out,
23, bro. This shit is crazy, bro.
getting old.
This
Bro.
shit is like, yo, like I feel like the older you get, the more worries you have, bro.
Time is ticking.
Because it's more responsibility. Shit at 19 or 20 where you was like, I'm chilling,
Stress
like,
free.
like
Stress-free,
you're not
bro.
stressing that as much, or that
Right.
you're not prioritizing. Now you have to prioritize it. Like because you're not thinking it through. You're living in the moment, and I get it. You gotta live in the moment sometimes.
Right.
But that shit is crazy, bro. And I feel like every year you get older, it's like a tougher challenge and a newer obstacle and a newer thing that you have to get over. And that's crazy, bro.
You just gotta sit the hard times through.
So
Cause
sometimes, bro, like you see when they say this young nigga shit and then the old heads, and they
right.
have two different express views. So sometimes they don't get along in terms of like conversations and shit. You gotta understand, like these people that have lived through shit like way longer. Like imagine you 40, you've lived through 40 years of shit, bro.
Yo, nah. 40 years of shit though. That's OD.
Low key, high key, bro. High
That's
key.
OD.
You seen mad things, bro. And you like your world around you has changed just as you. Cause the older you get, you start feeling more out of touch with certain things. You kind of want to stay in the bubble with things, you don't want to, like, maybe I'm 40, I'm not going to bump the 16, 17-year-old rapper, but it'll be cool to know like who he is,
Yeah.
at least so you can have a conversation with a kid or in a certain demographic and shit,
Stay a la mode, bro, before they start flaming
yeah,
you, these kids, bro.
or like some movies or some things in pop culture, like
Right.
clothing and obviously they're not gonna speak like us, like lingo wise.
Right.
Like we have, every era has a different lingos, a different ways of saying things. Like when we like now is bro, like that's something that's said a lot, or like my guy,
Or like you're
like that ain't like they had their years in their own times,
Yeah.
and the ones after us, they're gonna have their own things too. The TikTok generation,
Oh boy.
the TikTokers.
The TikTokers.
Oh boy.
The periods.
Wallahi.
Oh god.
Yeah, TikTok is different right now, bro. How do you feel like you balanced or aim for to stay spiritually alive, like throughout this past year, like not get too deep lost, like in a sunken place, or like too depressed, because we all got depressed at certain moments, but
Right.
like on some like you dead ass not motivated and whatnot, like how do you feel like you work through that?
So I'm a person that regularly goes to the gym, and when this whole thing started, I kind of got depressed in the beginning because I like didn't go to the gym for like 2 weeks, and I didn't work out. I didn't touch not one weight, and I started to lose weight because I had a little more like weight on me. And me not having the gym, it was kind of depressing. I was just
Do you feel like that's a
roaming
void that got
off.
taken out of you? Like
Yeah,
that's so
but
that's an important, that's somewhat something that it's you that got taken from you type shit.
yeah,
Okay.
but I kind of didn't hold my end of the bargain as well, because knowing that the gym was gonna close, I should have been like on the calisthenics like right away, doing push-ups, pull-ups, dips, all that stuff. But you know, all my friends were home. We all got a PlayStation. We all play 2K, and you know how that gets. So
Yo,
they just calling me every day, like, yo, 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 get on, get on. I'm like, fuck it, I'll pay for a bit. But yeah, and I stopped working out. I was just playing video games, and I let myself go, like not completely, but enough to a point where it was like, okay, now you gotta like do something. So you start like, in times like that, it's good to pick up a habit, like like go bike riding or jogging or something to keep you active, something to keep you, focused.
yeah.
And so I bought a bike and was just going bike riding every day
You miss your
through the
bike, bro?
Hudson. Oh boy, my bike got stolen in Brooklyn like a month ago, guys. By the way,
Damn, you that I was out on that bike the whole
yeah,
summer,
bro.
bro.
I would go to Hudson
You pull up
from
to the course to play ball with that shit
Dykeman to West Fourth, bro,
on the reg.
on the reg like nothing.
That was your fucking
And
everything.
honestly, but that bike meant a lot to me because those rides were very therapeutic, bro. Like more than I thought it would be. Because I just got a bike just to get a bike. Like I'm thinking like, okay, this is gonna be my form of transportation because I don't have a car yet. So that bike
You feel
meant a
like
lot to
you feel
me
like you had a
now.
bond with the bike?
Yeah, like that was a very special bike, bro.
So you feel like you remember the times you said the wheels kept popping and shit with the air?
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
feel like that's somewhat like like you feel like I have to take care of this,
Yeah, I was kind of nurturing. I was being
and
nurturing, bro.
you fake was hurt. Like damn,
Yeah,
a fucking
like
bike got popped.
my
Damn.
back wheel, front wheel in the rain, all these fucking glass shards in the street that the street cleaners never clean, bro.
How do you feel about when you lost it, bro?
I was being careless, honestly. I left it in the back of your car. It was just making the hooks, bro. Just making the hooks, and I didn't even hear that. Like nothing. I didn't hear nothing happen in the back
You
of
hear
your
nobody
car,
creeping
bro.
up or none of that?
Nobody. I didn't even hear like the bike being picked up. Nothing, bro. None of that.
Damn, niggas is plotting, bro.
Yo, that one hurt.
That one hurt.
Low key at the moment, I was like, fuck it. Somebody got a new bike. I'm like, hey, I hope whoever got it finds their blessing in that bike
Yeah.
because it meant a lot to me, really.
Okay.
But yeah, um, that was my habit. That was my hobby during the summer. Just bike riding, playing ball.
I feel like ball's therapeutic for me, bro.
Yeah,
Like
like
right now, I'm like, I really need to play ball, bro.
oh, I'm itching.
Like you see when yeah, that's exactly what I
Like
was gonna say. Like,
I
you see when you
just
got an itch and shit, and you gotta like scroll. Yo, that's how I feel with ball. Like I'm a fiend. I like that shit. I like playing ball.
it's really the
It's a
dopamine, bro.
it's a
Because
lifestyle, bro.
once you get like 2, 3
Yo,
buckets
you
straight,
feeling
now you
wavy,
like, all
bro?
right,
You
all right,
feeling
somebody
wavy,
give me this
bro?
rock.
I want the third one. Let me take the takeover. Nah, but
Crazy.
yeah, I feel like that for me, that's something that I did a lot in 2020. Like, and I feel like I really enjoyed those moments. Like, it's something that I needed. Like, even if I'm upset at the game or the outcome, I'm thinking about that rather than like shit or things in real life, you know. And sometimes, life we get consumed by it, so we need to sometimes step away from that and reassess ourselves, you know.
All right.
And I feel like that's what that brings me. I feel like sports bring unity within people, and conversation starters and debates and it's numbers, bro. It's this
Numbers
difference
don't
of
lie.
numbers never lie. They say men lie, women lie, but
Meanwhile,
numbers don't.
numbers don't.
That's crazy, right? And you know what's crazy? That numbers are infinite, but they never lie.
Never.
Can you believe that, bro?
It's just facts on facts on facts.
Wallahi, wallahi, wallahi.
Yup.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Word. Do you feel like there'll be a how long what you think there'll be a new normal
What a new normal?
past this shit, past the pandemic being done?
Like the
Or
masks,
like whenever
social distancing.
whenever people take the vaccines that they say and X, Y, and Z.
I mean, not everyone is gonna take that vaccine. You gotta remember that.
That's
Unless
facts.
they really like
Mandated.
force force us upon it, which they really can't do. But people are gonna still be like, "Oh, have you got vaccinated?" Like this little judgy thing. Like if you don't get vaccinated, you shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Yeah, like to hold leverage on you and shit.
Exactly, and that's I don't know. I think that's gonna be bad if that happens because I've been hearing things about the vaccine, but that's a conversation for another
But
day.
yeah, in regards to when this is done, like, do you
Yeah.
feel like it'll be back to how it was or new normal? What do you predict?
There's gonna be people that wear masks.
I think so,
Because there was people wearing masks before, like
but it wasn't like
the
on the reg.
virus. Nah, not on the reg.
But
You probably
now,
see it
now you're
like,
gonna have people with PTSD and shit like that,
yeah. You probably see like people wearing a mask like
or the clean freaks
once a
or
month.
whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, niggas got hand sanitizers on deck now too, forever.
Yep.
Everybody carrying that.
Spray,
Yeah, everybody carrying that.
being disrespectful, spraying it on random people. Like
People
come
do
on.
that?
Yeah,
You
come
lying?
on, bro.
You lie?
Bro, that's wicked, bro.
That's crazy. Damn. I think it'll be new normal too. I feel like certain things in life will never be the same, and it's just gonna stay in a specific era and timeline. You know, but we'll see, man. Hopefully, I feel like during this time too, like we'll probably see the effects of it in like 5 to 10 years. I feel like there'll be a really increased booming of entrepreneurship. I feel like since now people had time to be indoors, I feel like there's a lot of people that are creators and they actually had time to create things. You know, that's gonna be popping, mainstream or useful or resourceful. You know, in the world.
I wouldn't say like 5 to 10 years. I think
That's too long.
that's a reach, bro. Yeah.
Like you would say shorter.
Yeah, bro. Because right now,
True.
like the amount of people that I know that's gotten in or tried businesses has like been increasing throughout the years. So this generation right here, the pandemic boys,
Was that us?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like the pandemic heads, like everybody that was getting stimulus checks, basically.
like them at P.
Don't do that, bro. Don't disrespect Paul George like that. Anyways, um, it's either when you got that money, you invested in it into a business or like stocks and whatever.
You invested into whatever you want, your craft or whatever.
Yeah. Or you either played with it.
Or you was, getting the
Splurging.
Casamigos. The what's that? What's that shit that was mad, bread?
Casamigos,
Nah, the
the
other shit. The
Azul,
that's
the
the other
blue
one.
bottle.
It's two of them.
Yeah,
It's 1800, right?
1942.
It's 1942 and the Azul shit, right? When niggas is wallet.
Yeah.
When a 200 hit. Yo.
Every week, bro. That's crazy.
Damn. And then they pockets is dry, bro.
Crazy, bro.
Damn, bro.
Wicked.
Damn. I mean, some people live for a good time and not a long time, right? Fuck it.
I'm here for a good
Your
time.
question. If you had two options to try to work, like not it doesn't have to be physical, like work in terms of like job, but work like for yourself in the sense of like trying to give yourself a good life, or you have the opportunity to, like, let's say, live the best life you can, but only for like 10 years, and then something happens, like either what you did was illegal, you get caught up, and that's it forever, but you lived a great 10 years, like better than you could probably live with a good life, but you could also prefer a good life, like long-term wise. What would you prefer?
Nah, I'll take the good life.
The long term?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is you gotta think about your future, your kids, the things you're gonna leave behind, kind of legacy you're gonna have.
Right.
Like you gotta leave your story, and you want someone to be able to look up to you. Like not that you should like aim to be someone that people look up to, but like you always want to set a good example for the people you leave behind.
Yeah.
And the people that you care about.
I fuck with it.
Always something positive. You could say, oh, Uncle Papa was this. You know, I could look up to him.
So you prefer the turtle race, like long
turtle race.
You know, like they take their time, but they get there to the finish line. You know, the rabbit and the turtle shit.
I mean, you don't have to take your time.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, but
would you prefer? All right, so would you prefer to be the rabbit or the turtle? In that story, that's basically
slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady.
Because that's basically what we was talking about. If you think about it, yeah.
But you shouldn't have to be that slow.
I mean, the rabbit was living his life until he couldn't.
You could be put a little turbo in that turtle. Just not OD, but just a little bit.
Oh shit. How do you feel about the stimulus, the 600 shit? I honestly think I'm gonna get my shit. To be honest, I didn't even get
neither.
I didn't even get the other shit.
I don't think
you got the other shit
yet. What other
the
shit?
1200 shit?
Nah.
Yo, I really want to know why I can't get that shit, bro. Like, did I put any respect on my name? Or this shit, bro?
I don't know, bro.
That's crazy.
When everybody's checks was depositing, I just looked at my bank account to see if it was there.
Every morning, bro.
I was like, nope, I ain't getting this shit.
Damn.
Fuck it.
But how do you feel about it being 600? Do you feel like that's...
I mean, that's not enough to do anything, bro.
That's not even enough to cover rent in a lot of places, bro. Like, what the fuck? In New York City, bro, what the fuck can you do with that shit, bro?
600 is like 20 beans over here, bro. Crazy.
Cause low key,
the cost of living in New York is.
You know what's crazy, bro? As you become an adult, like the context of things changes. Like when you was like 10, 12, 14, $100 is $100. That shit nice. Yeah. Now, nigga, that shit, it goes by quick, bro. Like it's nothing, bro.
Nothing.
If you really think about it.
It's because the cost of living here is just crazy, bro.
Well, you can't even fucking buy a Nike hoodie, and that shit $100, bro. A fucking hoodie that probably costs these guys fucking a couple dollars, maybe less of $1 in material to manufacture, and they selling that shit for like that profit is beastie, bro.
Why you think Nike is where they at?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I fuck with Nike though. I big fuck with Nike. I'm just saying, because I'm just giving you context in the story. Like that shit is crazy, bro.
Stripes, bro.
Checks over stripes, but except some shits. You feel me? Some shit stripes got it, but overall, it's checks over stripes. You said like what?
Yeah.
Some Yeezys, bro. Can't go wrong with Yeezys.
What Yeezys?
700 shits, bro.
That's your shit?
Yeah, the Wave Runners is my shit, bro. That shit is fire, bro.
Nah, 350s got it.
350s is fire too. But they're not all fire, that's what I'm saying. Like, not every model is fire.
Yeah.
Like, the Basswood shits is trash, in my opinion.
I feel like they're running out of colorways, though.
Oh, like, yeah. Like
I don't like these last few colorways that have been coming out for Yeezys. Like, all kinds.
That's crazy. And then he got some new shit that I don't like that shit. But whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Nike doing their thing, I guess. But like that's the part, cause you could jack checks over stripes, but do you really fuck with Nike like that? Because do you fuck with Jordan more or do you fuck with Nike more? That's really what.
Nah, I like Nike more, but I have Jordans.
Doesn't it depend though? Like for me, I feel like when it comes to clothing and attire, I prefer Nike like over Jordan any day. Like if I have a sweatsuit, I'm copying Nike over Jordan any day of the week, bro. Maybe in the 2000s, niggas would rock Jordans, like the
sweatsuit drip,
the baggy shits. But yeah, I'll choose like clothing. I'll pick Nike, and if for shoes, it depends. Like if I'm playing ball, I'm not buying Jordans. Like if I'm hooping, not no more. Before I probably do that, but not no more.
There's some good Jordans to hoop.
Like what Jordans you buying to play ball, bro?
You could get a pair of ones, bro.
But
like
you probably
that don't cost that much.
But you probably don't want to do that because they look fire.
I mean,
because if they look fire, you're not rocking them to play ball. You're rocking them to, be outside and shit.
But ball heads be buying ones, bro.
Nigga, fiends buy the same shoe twice. One for ball and one for that.
Nah.
No?
That's a fact, bro.
Come on, bro.
That's
hell yeah. That's a fact. One to be fly with and one to get lit with. With the crossover.
Well, that's too much money, though.
That's a lot. You gotta have it like that.
Yeah.
Like there's probably people that play with the Travis ones, bro. And that shit is bread.
Oh, I've seen somebody
Like you
Play
see,
play the
bro,
ones,
that
bro.
that shit's
But
crazy.
it's cause like I feel like sneaker life for me. As soon as I get a new shoe and I've wore it enough and it looks beat, they turn it into ball sneakers, bro.
Oh, that's how you be trying
Yeah,
to pull up the flavors,
yeah,
nigga.
bro. Like
Yeah,
if they beat, I wore them OD and they just beat, they turn into ball sneakers. I just revive them real quick, you
Second
know.
Life, you juice it up.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
after ball is just the life of the sneakers, just that.
Why do you feel like sports and music go hand in hand?
Ooh, sports and
And when
music,
I mean music, I'm mostly talking about hip hop.
hip hop, and when you're talking sports, you're mostly talking about basketball, football,
Mostly.
baseball. Because
Yeah.
that's really about it. If we really,
Yeah.
um, how do they relate?
No, why they relate? Why do you think they relate?
Why do they relate?
Why does it seem like there's always a crossover?
Because people play music everywhere,
Okay.
and be like the players use music as like
Just like the
little
fans and
pregame
shit.
routine warm ups. It pumps you up. It hypes you up, and I feel like rappers they feel the adrenaline it is like when you go into a stadium and you're performing like and everybody cheering for you. I feel like
And that's how these athletes get on the regular.
yeah, exactly. They feel this shit every day. You're probably feeling this like once, probably twice a year. You going on tour, you know?
Because I feel like in every era, and I don't think this will ever stop. Like there's always rappers shouting athletes out,
Yeah,
different flows, different songs, and there's always athletes co-signing the rappers,
right.
like through a picture, hanging out with them, so they have a bond and relationship.
I mean, it's kind of the I don't want to say the same like fan base, but a lot of people that like listen to like certain artists that rap these players out could have like gain an interest from that certain player just because the rapper said their name.
And vice versa too.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Definitely.
Exactly.
So it's like they're helping each other.
Exactly.
Like for example, how Drake is Nike, but LeBron is Nike, and they mans. Like they were probably mans, but like before, but not like they mans because they Nike.
Yeah.
So they have the same corporation behind them. So now that's like they can link whenever, and just like these other like Puma got the basketball shit now with Jay
Oh
Z.
yeah.
All
With
these
LaMelo, Boogie, and all them.
right, and
Yeah.
and J Cole is Rock Nation, and he got a
Right.
Puma deal. So now look at that.
Exactly. But I feel like a lot of it comes from like the basketball, well, not basketball, the sports players admiring the musicians' crafts.
Hmm.
Like for them, like say if I was getting ready for a game and I'm just listening to like let's say a Drake song for this thing. Um you hearing like him going deep into his bag like that is like he's doing that in his field. I could definitely get in my bag in this field. So it helps. And then for the rappers, it's like, damn, he doing his shit on the court. Like I could, flex some bars here right quick.
You know what's crazy too? It still happens from time to time, but it was really popping like in the late '90s, early 2000s. I feel like wrestling and music related to, like hip hop.
Hip hop?
Hip hop.
You talking about the John Cena era? Thugonomics?
No, I'm not from that context. From the context
Oh,
of like these actual rappers who name drop wrestlers in these songs or get seen with them,
when does
and
that
even
happen?
athletes like Dennis Rodman with WCW and shit.
Oh, okay, okay,
Carmelo.
okay, okay, okay. I mean, everybody kind of has their own thing, bro.
That's lit, low key.
Yeah, like cause not like all like sports people. Well, not all music people know about wrestling, so you wouldn't have
But
them.
that's what finds it surprising when you actually hear it.
Yeah,
Like Big Sean name dropping the Undertaker. That's different,
I
bro.
mean that was a cold bar though.
Of course.
Yeah,
But it's like, damn, this nigga knows.
yeah.
Like these niggas fake be knowing, bro. Or like Damian Lillard and Ric Flair.
Oh, the dames he have with
But
Ric Flair.
he actually knows them. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
gotta pay homage, bro, to the legends.
Fucking who is it? Offset? Yeah, Offset and Ric Flair, bro. Remember?
Oh, Ric
Ric Flair
Flair
drip?
drip. Yeah, Gotta pay homage,
Like
bro.
niggas know, bro. Niggas know.
I mean, we all grew up on that.
That's true.
We all grew up on that. So, these are people we all looked up to, and now you famous, you get a chance to meet them, pay your respects to them. I feel like it's what should be done, and I like when it's done.
You like when it's done?
Yeah.
What's okay? So now that we live in the world that we live in, right, and a lot of sports don't necessarily continue, especially in like high school or college. How do you feel about those people that are like seniors, whether they're in high school or in college, like, and then let's say they're a student athlete, and now they don't have our last season to showcase whatever their performance or whatever to maybe get recruited, to maybe get drafted. How do they feel mentally?
Wow, that I can't even imagine what those kids are going through right now.
Like imagine like how the rookies in the in basketball right now are so different because they actually a lot of them didn't get to play.
Yeah, that could be a good or a bad thing because if you didn't play your last year of college and let's say you had a great junior year, that could be good. And if you had a bad junior year, it could be bad, right? Because if you had a good, sorry, if you had a good junior year, the chance of you getting like a big role in the NBA when you get drafted, well, or any sport, is higher than it would be if you played your senior year because you might have not had a better senior year than your junior year. Like you could have just fluked the year after that,
right. And
I feel like you should just take advantage of the situation that you're in right now. Whether the last time you played your sport, your respective sport, where was I getting?
The perspective sports shit. You had time to get it, like.
Oh, you yeah. You should just appreciate whatever situation you're in because you don't know how the next year would have ended. So I feel like damn.
Who do you feel is the best? All right, who do you think is the best comedian right now through our social media?
The best comedian.
Who got it for you?
Probably Randy is comedy.
That nigga, I think he's vulnerable right now. That nigga
Yo,
got
Randy
it,
is comedy is crazy, but it's because he's from the Bronx,
Yo, that's true. He's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Someone told me that the other day.
I don't know where though, but he's definitely from the Bronx.
Why you think? Because Bronx people talk like that.
He's from the Bronx, bro. If you shout out Roosevelt, you gotta be from the Bronx.
Yo, you think
bro.
low key Brooklyn has speak like that? Like how he speaks in the videos?
Brooklyn? Like Brooklyn people?
Yeah.
Who's a Brooklyn comedian?
But in general, like people that you may know from Brooklyn, do you think they speak how Randy's comedy speaks?
Oh, no.
Nah, that's more of an uptown thing?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like you live in the same city, but it's different like lingos and shit.
But like a lot of it is the same, but there's just
yeah, like it's the swagger. I mean,
like some of them say bugging, some of them say wildin'. Bro.
Yeah,
like, but
we say Wallace.
Yeah, they say bugging.
Yeah,
but Randy's comedy is up there. What's this girl's name? What's her name? I was just watching her right now. I forgot.
You fuck with Drewski like that? You think he's that funny?
Drewski.
He funny like that?
Crazy, bro. Yeah. Could have been records. That's the man.
You fucked with Fat Boy when he was funny?
Nah, Fat Boy was doing too much.
No, even before?
Yeah, I never really liked his videos.
You know who's Capri Hernandez?
Yeah.
He's not that funny no more.
I mean, a lot of these people when they get big, it starts the generosity.
So you just gotta enjoy your flowers at the moment.
Yeah.
Before it leaves. Like eventually Randy's comedy not gonna be there, right? It's the next nigga.
I mean, unless he stays doing videos like that, because once he get a bag, they're gonna ask him to switch it up, and
Yeah, that's facts though. It
is.
It probably won't be the same background. It'll be some nice shit.
Yeah,
because you gotta
official skits, with the camera
actual
set.
actors and shit
exactly.
too. Maybe. Nah, no lie though. Like I be seeing mad shit on social media to be mad toxic, but that shit low key makes my day low key, bro. Like seeing these videos sometimes, like it just gives me like generally like laughter, bro.
Like the Justin LeBoy post. He be going crazy.
Sometimes that yeah, they be you need that sometimes
Yeah.
in our society and shit. Like sometimes we too hard on ourselves. We don't laugh. We don't accept the moment.
We don't smile.
Yeah. So especially now we wearing masks and stuff. Like we it's hard to tell someone is smiling. So just generally smile. That's dope.
No one watching, basically.
No one watching. Damn. What's the word that you would say describes you for 2021? Or that no, what's the word that you want for you to be described as in 20? Like what's the word for you for 2021?
The word for me?
That you're seeking as a goal. Like
just one
like
word.
Adjective, yeah, like an adjective word.
Self-improvement.
Word.
That's all I want to do. Just get better every day. And less procrastination for me, from my part, because I procrastinate a lot. So that's one of the very big things that I dislike about myself. Not dislike, that I wish I could like work towards getting that out of my way.
I feel like for me, I feel like for me a word that I want to use is dedication and work ethic. And I'm not talking about work ethic just like work, because that yes, I do feel like I want to increase that. I'm talking about work ethic and everything that I put my mind to,
Right.
everything that every goals that I feel like I want to accomplish or come through, like actually putting the effort that should be put for that particular subject or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
to try to achieve the best outcomes and results from that. Like be getting older, like shit is real. Certain things that you didn't want to do when you were younger, you kind of have to do now, or let come to you now,
Right.
because that's life. And you can't just be on some like fuck it or like nah, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like sometimes you just have, even if you don't fuck with it, you just have to do it.
Right.
You just have to pursue it and follow it. Yeah, that's life, bro. And I feel like that's really what I want to do.
Dedication and work ethic.
Dedication, as in like see through the vision, believe in what I'm doing, execute, try to keep pursuing, and see it through. Like see the vision, bro. Never stop.
Never stop, never settle.
Yo, who shit is that, bro?
That's
That's an
Hennessy.
advertisement.
I think
Oh,
that's
it
Hennessy
is.
shit.
Never stop, never settle.
Yeah.
Heard it.
But yeah, all right. How do you? So what are some of your goals for the next podcast?
Actually, I was in a conversation with a friend of mine from Buffalo. He's also an artist. He has a couple things out on Apple Music and digital platforms, and he actually reached out to me. So it was pretty dope. I feel like it should be a very interesting episode and unique, I would say. But
Okay.
I feel like it's a good avenue. Like my last one, I did it with quality,
All right.
dope individual.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, man, I was a proud. I was one of the best episodes that I've had, and I feel like that's also an avenue that we could also start doing too. And by the way, like I'm officially welcoming him in as a part of the podcast, Encoded,
Yes,
a
sir.
co-host, Papa. We got here. He's gonna come up with a nickname though soon enough. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to say it right now.
Not the Dawn. It probably might end up being the Dawn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling.
But yeah, we here, man. I'm still gonna be GilbertSzn, by the way. Season, you know the vibes. Season in the cut.
Encoded.
Jeez.
Encoded, man.
But encoded, that's the vibe, man. We're going forward, and encoded is break the code, make the code, pull up the code, bring down the code. Shout out to someone for bringing up the name and idea too,
Facts.
and putting work behind the scenes. Appreciate that. But yeah, man, that's the vibes going forward, 2021, and You know, it's only up from here, bro. And
It's only up from here.
we're gonna have there's times you're gonna be just us. There's times it's gonna be with guests, and you know we're gonna grow from that. And you're gonna get comfortable, and I'm gonna get comfortable, and it's just a bond from there, bro.
This is something that I've never seen myself doing, but I would like to try it, and I would like to get comfortable with it as soon as possible. This is dope. I like this vibe right here.
It's valid, bro.
It's my first time
You
doing
get
something
you get a room to just like express your thoughts and your mind without having to like feel filtered. Because that's what I tell everyone.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm proud you actually got on it for the send off for this and transition to the other phase. It's like a life cycle, you know.
Right.
And you know, it's gonna be branded and all that. We're gonna be nice, a little apparel thing, you know, coming soon.
Apparel thing encoded.
Encoded.
Code. We're encoding it.
Facts. Shocking the culture.
Shocking.
Talking that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's coming up next, man. And I'm really excited for this project. I'm really excited for the things to come, and I feel like there could be a lot of blessings going forward. And yeah, man, I feel like it will be really relatable into society going forward, for real, for real. And you know we're gonna do our shit, and that's it, bro. No long talks.
No long talks, hey.
No long talks.
Never tell.
Never tell. You got any last things you want to say, bro? You wanna?
Yeah, I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Just one thing. Let me pull it up right here. Get ready, guys. Drum roll, please. So, I'm glad you're sending your podcast off with like warm thoughts, and it's been good to see you grow, you know, throughout the episodes. And we're just wishing for this next podcast, to do what it's supposed to do.
Encoded.
Encoded. Wow. Definition of encoded: to convey symbolically.
To convey symbolically.
To convert a message into code. So we're gonna be converting messages into G code.
Well, also never tell.
Also never tell. Nice. Know the vibes, eh?
Yeah, man.
Long talks.
Like I said, man, this is a journey. I enjoy this a lot. Yeah, and this is the next phase. GilbertSzn in the cut. G season. You know. See you the other side. Encoded coming soon. You don't know.
Gee! Don't know, eh? It's a mandam thing, eh? You don't know, eh?